Go.
Hi, I'm Bonsai Iligan, and today I'm going to talk about a dominating root. So what do I mean by dominating? Escape root, and there are two words that you have to notice there. First, escape. It is a root which usually have escape, usually from the drainage hole of your pot. This is your pot, and that root would have escaped through that drainage hole, and dominating in the sense that that root has grown so much that it has supplied basically the whole of the nutrients for your tree, and such that when you cut that root, it will somehow also kill the tree. So here is I would like you an example. See, this is a lot of root. This one here, and where is it coming from? Of course, from under this pot. So I'll try to loosen some soil so that now, if you are caught in this situation, so what do you do? So that's the question. What do? You have to ensure that your tree doesn't die. Your tree can die again because it has that root has dominated and has taken a lot of its nutrients for energy from the ground, or from, in this case, there was another pot sitting below this pot, such that that main root which has escaped has now made its own root ball. See, there's a lot of ground or soil which is also taken. Okay. Now that is even difficult to look for. The technique there is to cut the roots gradually. Gradually, I mean for days. For example, you cut first the root. First day, you cut about 1/3 of the root. Then, second day, another, or after 2 days, you cut another 1/3. And then, after another 2 days, another 1/3. So after 6 days, you would be able to cut already the roots completely. So these are small roots. So that is not the dominating root. I am looking for that very large roots, or relatively large. So here, and probably here. So actually there is no very large root. So, focus mo. Off. If patin. So basically, we're lucky actually because there is no large root. Okay, but there are plenty of roots which has escaped. So right now, actually you can cut this all at once. But had this been a very large root, because I have experienced that, had this been a very large root and has gone into the ground, once you cut it, there's a tendency that it will root shock the tree, and that the tree can die. So if that is the case, if that's what happens, you cut only a percent. So for example, like that. Okay, so it has 30% removed. Then the next, after 2 days, remove another 30%. Then the next 2 days, so 6 days, or a week, within a week, you will have cut already the whole root. So, but then even with that, you have to see to it that the energy is balanced. So energy balancing means once you cut here at the root, you also cut at the top. So okay, again, we are lucky that the roots are not so large. They are small feed roots. Actually, they are small feed roots, so we can remove that. Okay, so totally, and sever these roots, and so that your pot will is now away from the away from the stem. So that's the time we can transfer this. So we have actually removed a lot of roots. So what we do is to trim also at the top. Okay. So I'll continue my trimming without the camera, but at least you have understood what is an escape root and a dominating root. Escape root, which has become a dominating root, which has the potential to kill your tree. So that's it. Hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, just post it. And thanks for watching. So this is what's left now with the tree, which I practically bare, no, almost defoliated everything. Some things I removed, and firstly the purpose was to reduce the moisture demand, because I cut some roots, quite plenty of roots. But the second purpose also is to improve its ramification. The twigs were quite long. I would like to grow shorter internode twigs, so I sort of cut them to start them off with new growth and probably shorter internodes. Okay, it was growing fast and producing long internodes because again it was able to go into another pot and grew a lot. So there's a requirement that, or one requirement to produce a good bonsai or beautiful bonsai is that you have shorter internodes. And to have shorter internodes, you have to have quite of a slow growth. The longer the faster the growth, the longer your internodes, which you don't want. So, but here in the Philippines, we would like to have our bonsai grow fast so that we can shape it in a shorter time. But again, if your bonsai produces too long internodes, they're no good still. So that's the tree. It's a lagundi, not very good. It has a very faulty trunk anyway. I just probably this material will be just a workshop practice material, but we're saving still our materials either for practice or eventually to become shows. But this one I don't think it can go into a show, but for practice purposes, wiring and shaping the branches. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed it and learned something, and thanks for watching.